princesses and queens, and welcome to your April reading vlog for our book club pick, The Soulmate by Sally Hepworth. Let's dive in. This book is about a couple and they live on the side of a cliff or the side of a mountain or some sort that overlooks the ocean, and they have this little isolated cottage life, very cute, very pure. But something not so cute and pure is that the place where they live is a popular place for people to unalive themselves. So the husband kind of takes it as his unofficial duty to talk people down from the ledge, literally talk people down and prevent all of these suicides from taking place. So one day somebody completes the suicide and he quote unquote failed at his job, even though it's not really his fault, until the wife starts uncovering connections and thinking that he might have known this person. There might be something nefarious going on there, which I'm very excited to find out what that could be. I'm gonna go ahead and dive in, but not now because I'm going to get 3 new tattoos, which of course I will show you. Also, I look like such a mess because I really wanted to finish The Good Sister before I left the house. So I'm just rocking with the natural hair. This is literally a lion's mane. It looks so crazy. I have a massive period zit on my face that I'm should I just go full Tiffany and turn it into a beauty mark? I don't know, but I'm stressed. I'm anxious, but I'm so excited to go get my tattoos. So let's go. Got my tats, Mochi. It's you, buddy. That is you, dude. That's you, bro. And here is one. And there is the other. These are for 2 more Arctic Monkeys songs because I'm trying to get one for every album before I go to the concert. This one's for Crying Lightning off Humbug. The clock is for Why Do You Only Call Me When You're High? It's from the music video. And then this one is for Love is a Laser Quest off Suck It and See. So those are the new babies. I'm literally so obsessed with them. Bruh, is this you? Is this you, bruh? Is this you? I think that's you, bubs. Oh, my guy is with me forever. He ain't dead. He just got a tribute. Hello, vlog. I am about 20% through The Soulmate, and I am really loving it. It is just that same style as The Good Sister, where it's creeping information is getting let out piece by piece by piece. This girl died, and I know it's suspicious, but we got to gather all the clues, all the background info before we really know, and usually that's boring to me, but the way that Sally Hepworth writes it is really not boring. I'm really enjoying getting to know about the wife and everything that happened in their marriage leading up to this point, and then we're also getting the perspective of the dead woman, which I definitely did not expect, but we're getting that from her and learning about her relationship as well. I'm pretty sure this is a bold prediction, but also an obvious prediction, that the husband was sleeping with the girl who died. And we're gonna find that out at some point. Obviously, I'm not gonna tell y'all if we find that out or not, because no spoilers, so anyone can watch this video, but that's what I think. So I'm gonna pause my reading right now because Cameron has a bunch of friends over and they're grilling out by the pool. So I'm gonna go get some food and hang out by the pool with them. I'm gonna do my best to keep my tattoos out of the sun, but I do wanna hang out with everyone. So I'm gonna go do that and I will let you know when I make more progress in The Soulmate. Hello, vlog. I am up bright and early. Sorry, I'm chewing gum. I have a bunch of sessions in the park this morning. I don't know why. Everybody wanted a Sunday session this week. The weather is beautiful, so I am, of course, happy to accommodate, but I have a busier than usual Sunday. So, no reading update. Just about to go see some clients, and then afterwards, me and Sierra have a piercing appointment. I started getting my little earscape done last summer, so I'm gonna finish up this ear. I think I'm gonna do my 3rd and then 1 cartilage up here, and then I can start on my next year when those are healed. So yeah, she's just doing a lot this weekend. I didn't plan this. This was just spur of the moment, but I'm excited to do it. No reading update, but that's what I'm up to. Hello vlog, I'm home. We're trying to watch the Love is Blind finale. We're not having any luck.
All my homies hate Netflix.
What is this? After Stranger Things, you think they learn. But unfortunately, they haven't. And Boba is not putting up with any of it. One hour later. I've already drank the frickin' champagne. It's gonna go flat. It's gonna go flat. What are we to do? Hi vlog, it's the first time I've spoken to you all day. It's Monday, so I've been working like crazy this morning, and then I got coffee with one of my best friends, and we had a little kiki, ran some errands, ate some lunch, and then I did more sessions after lunch, and now I'm finally off work. I want to read The Soulmate, but I have plans. So I am running out of the house yet again, and I'm going to meet my other best friend and Cameron. They are currently on a date without me because I had to work, but I'm gonna meet them at the restaurant where they're at, eat some more food, and then we're gonna go see a movie. I don't know what movie it is, but we're about to go see it. Also, my fucking helix piercing is hurting like crazy. That's good, but that's what I'm about to do. That's the update. See you later. Of course, y'all start playing and going crazy as soon as I'm about to speak. Oh my God. I am so tired. It is the next morning. I stayed up so late because I was just going to read a little bit of The Soulmate before I went to bed after we got back from the movie. But y'all, I ended up getting past the halfway point because I'm just addicted to reading this book. I don't know what it is. It is something about Sally Hepworth's writing style. It just sucks me in. It's very, very similar to something like Lisa Joel or Liane Moriarty, and I really like both of them. As we're following Amanda, the dead woman, and Pippa, the wife, we're finding out how their lives are intertwined and the similarities and differences between them. And I don't know, just like from a psychological perspective, I'm finding it really interesting to like compare them and compare their husbands and their marriages. I'm very into that kind of a book, but I don't necessarily think I would call this a thriller. It's kind of the same issue that I had with A Good Sister or The Good Sister. It just doesn't really have that thrilling kind of plot, but it's definitely intriguing if you like a domestic drama story. I was talking with Kennedy when we buddy read The Good Sister, and she was saying the same thing, and we kind of came to this conclusion that we need another category that's not quite contemporary and that's not quite thriller, that's like something that falls in the middle. And I would say that Sally Hepworth definitely falls there, especially with The Soulmate. But it's keeping me really entertained. I feel like it's really easy to read. I don't know, I feel like this is one that not a lot of people will rate highly, but it's my perfect lane. It's that stuff that I enjoy. So that is where I'm at. I am so freaking tired, and it's so like rainy and dreary outside. All I really want to do is curl up with this book, but I know I need to be productive, so I'm gonna go take my Magic Mind shot. Also, I realized that all I ate for dinner last night was a fucking appetizer portion of fried zucchini, and I'm starving. I literally woke up starving. So I think I'm gonna make some avocado toast. Maybe I'll put some chicken on it because I'm like literally ravenous. And then I should be productive, but like maybe I'll just read. It's so dreary. It's like perfect reading weather, especially this book. Like one thing I didn't talk about is the atmosphere set on this like craggy cliff over the ocean in Australia. I don't know. It's beachy, but it's not summery. It's like the perfect dreary springtime vibe. I'm obsessed with it. Okay, it's decided. I'm reading this morning, whatever. Sharing a bowl of Pringles. I'm sorry, a bowl of Pringles? Is that not the weirdest wording you've ever heard in your life? It's a can of Pringles. Why would you put Pringles in a bowl when they come in the can that's the shape of the chip? No, I don't like that. Hello vlog, so sorry if you can hear my washer in the background. I've been cleaning the house, doing some chores like laundry and things like that ever since I got back from the gym, but I wanted to hop on real quick and give you a 75% update. I'm 75% of the way through and this book just flies. Like to me, it's just very, very easy to read. But I did have a couple things that I want to update you on. So the ADHD rep. I hate it that whenever ADHD is talked about in popular culture, it makes the person who has ADHD allegedly seem really flighty and disorganized, when a lot of the times that's just the most stereotypical way that ADHD symptoms will present. And as us in the mental health profession know, if there are any of you out there in that profession, then you know. ADHD is probably the #1 misdiagnosed psychological disorder, so it's really not surprising that a lot of people don't have a good grasp on what it is, because a lot of professionals really don't truly understand that type of neurodivergence. And for me as a clinician, it's been really helpful to see ADHD as neurodivergence rather than something that's an issue or a problem. And this book doesn't do anything to stop perpetuating the idea that ADHD is a problem. I can even see how this like negative characterization with the husband's ADHD could be harmful, especially if it's like, oh, this was like an impulsive action that he took. It's a reason why this like crime happened if he did end up pushing her. Again, no spoilers, but I could see it going down that route and it kind of puts a weirdish taste in my mouth, but it's not taking too much away from the enjoyment. I definitely don't think it would if you're not a mental health professional, just like having intrusive thoughts about that. But then the other thing that's coming up for me is this is definitely more of a like corporate thriller. Like it's a lot of like shady business practices and blackmail and just like, I don't know, more logistical kind of thrilling. It's not heart pumping. It's not, I wouldn't call it fast paced, even though it is going really fast because it's easy to read. This is definitely more of what I would call like a corporate thriller. Definitely rich people drama, shady business practices, things like that. So if you like things like that, this is going to be a book for you. And if you don't, I can see a lot of people really not liking this. So I'm enjoying it, but those are the things that, you know, could be some things to look out for, some things to discuss. yeah, I have to start work. So I'm going to jump into sessions, go be a therapist, and I will let you know later tonight or tomorrow morning when I finish up the Soulmate and I have a full review for you. Hello vlog, it is the next morning and I have finished the Soulmate by Sally Hepworth. I just finished it up last night. I cannot believe how fast I got through this book. Every single time I picked it up, it was like, all of a sudden I arrived at the end and I was like, what? It was a twist that I literally never could have guessed in a million years. This is kind of giving Daisy Darker because of the out of left field twist and the following the perspective of kind of a different situation, I will say that. And I don't think that's a spoiler for this book, but it would possibly be a spoiler for Daisy Darker, which is why I'm not saying that exact connection there. But overall, I really, really enjoyed this book, especially that twist. I think it was really well done, but because it went so quickly and I was getting through it so fast, I feel like I didn't get enough closure with the epilogue. Like that last chapter, I just wish I would have gotten a little bit more. But overall, I really did enjoy my time with this book. So I'm gonna give it 4 stars. I know I said I was worried about that mental health rep, but at the end, it really resolved itself great. It actually touched on one of the things I talked about in my last update, which is the very, very common misdiagnosis of ADHD. And it talked about just like a bigger conversation about mental health and people who struggle with really intense psychological disorders, how it can affect the entire family system, not just themselves. And it wasn't doing it in a demonizing way, but more in a way to open a conversation. So I really appreciated it. I don't think you should take this as like, oh, this is great representation. I think this is a more just opening a conversation and it's not harmful. She actually mentioned that she had people with the disorders mentioned in this book as sensitivity readers and everything was, altered to their specifications, which I really appreciate. And me as a therapist, I kind of give it that gold stamp of approval. Again, it might be triggering if you are familiar with the disorder yourself or you have it somewhere in your family. It could definitely be triggering to you. Whether the representation is good or not, it might not line up with your experience, so keep that in mind. But overall, just thinking of the thriller plot in itself, it's a good, fun 4-star book. I think the dreary coastal vibes were perfect for this time of year. So my mood reading seasonal reader self is very happy. And overall, I really enjoyed my foray into Sally Hepworth. So that is going to be it for today's reading vlog. I hope you enjoyed seeing this footage a little bit early, and I cannot wait to discuss with y'all at the live show. The poll will be up for that probably next week. As you know, it comes out that last week of the month, so we can decide when we get a chance to discuss this book. I honestly loved it way, way more than I thought I would. I don't know why I had very low expectations for Sally Hepworth, but turns out I really, really enjoy her writing style. So yay! And I can't wait to find out what y'all thought of her, if y'all have read her backlist, what y'all's thoughts are. So I will see you there. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!